representing the center court for the award ceremony. And next, the NBA champion, Joe Brooklyn Nets. Your head coach, Ime Udoka. Jackson Gordon. Chris Mullin. Antoine Collins. Hakeem Olajuwon. Stockton. Michael Jordan.
And the tradition of the ring ceremony, incredibly special, and what a season they can look back on. And this crowd, this arena is ready to cheer on their team tonight. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Moody. Then it's Washington, and it's White in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5, down low. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Here's Chaney. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. Here's White. It's deflected. Here's Stockton. He's guarded by Washington. To the right side. Pippen outside. Here's Jordan. Boston pulls it in. Now here's Washington. Pass to Chaney. Back to Washington. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Carr. Here's Pippen. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And we're about a minute into the first. Now Washington. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Pass to White. Here's the three. Boston again missing.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
Here's Carr. And that's good for two as he grabs the feed.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And now the Nets on the break. It's tipped. Washington with the ball. Pass to Chaney. Six on the shot clock. And here's Kuminga for three. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Nets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Olajuwon. He's guarded by White. Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Stockton. It's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Washington passes to Moody. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pulls it in from the elbow. Yes, it's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
It's incredible. I mean, it changes the dynamic of your offense when you have bigs who can shoot the ball.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Stockton. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Kuminga pulls it in. Boston's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Washington. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
From deep, Jordan drills it from deep.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And here's Washington. The ball's knocked loose. And now the Nets on the break. Shot's good by Stockton.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Chaney. No points yet. Shot from 16. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Pippen. Here's Stockton. Here's Olajuwon. He's guarded by White from 8 feet away. And there's another one from Brooklyn.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Chaney. Back to Washington. Clock at 6. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Nets leading by 5. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Here's Jordan. Pippen pass to Stockton. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Pass to Washington. Here's Chaney. Down low. Here's Jordan. Here's Stockton. Knocks down the long J. Stockton's got his second bucket of the night. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So both teams making some changes here. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Brooklyn, second.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Chaney. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Pure from three-point range.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Here's Olajuwon. And there's the drive. Dumars. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Bol, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pippen comes in for Jordan.
One shot.
.124 left to play in the first. Here's Parks. He came away with 14 points in his last game. Kuminga's shot is off.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Dumars. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Parks. Still no points. Outside Kuminga. White against Bol. And out of bounds. The Nets will take it. .40 seconds left to play in the first. Screen by Gordon. Here's Humphries. Money from the wing.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Pass to Dumars. Wide open look. Good on the jump shot. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Davidson. Here's Gilliard. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Johnson, and it's Parks in at point guard.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Here's Humphries. Boy, he just disappeared against Memphis. They needed him. To the middle. Tipped. Here's Gilliard. To the paint. Here's West. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Gordon. No made baskets yet. Clock at 4. Here's Bull. The rebound, Celtics. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Great communication on defense in that one. They worked really well as a unit to frustrate the offense.
You knew they were on a string all night on the defensive end, and it always helps when someone got caught out of position, help was on the way.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hollins checked in. Nets leading by 7. And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. All right, Doris, when you're talking about the type of player who comes off the bench, what kind of player do you like best in that six-man role?
I mean, for me personally, I love guys who can keep pressure on the defense with their scoring ability. Somebody who can shoot with range or put it on the deck, because then your offense doesn't take a step back.
Next. You're on the big screen. That's what you look for.
Gordon, he's checked in for Bull.
Substitutions on the court.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pippen outside. Pass to Humphries. Here's Dumars. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Washington. Up top, Johnson. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
To win the drought, pass to Humphries. Gordon with a screen on Washington. Humphries. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Celtics trail by 5. Moody passes to Washington. Here's Chaney. There's the screen by Johnson. Chaney, the pass to Johnson. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Carr. Carr's got 5 rebounds tonight. And he's going for the oop here. And Gordon with the big finish.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Washington. Here's Holland. Back to Washington. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
I thought they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
Humphries can't hit. Celtics trail by 7. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Boston calls time here.
16. Boston, timeout. Now on the way to the floor. Give it up for Team White.
Here for the Celtics. White, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jonathan Kuminga in for Holland. Here's Washington. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Dumars grabs the miss.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Now here's Jordan. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Then let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Dumars misses. Celtics trail by 7. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this game.
Moses. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Brooklyn making a switch here. Bowles checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Nets leading by 5. Now Jordan. Sinks that one from the post. Jordan's got 5 now.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Pass to Kuminga. To the inside. Here's White on the money with the jumper. White's got his second basket on the night.
And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here's Jordan. 5 points in the game. And that one drops for him. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he's starting to percolate now in the second quarter.
Washington outside. From outside, off the mark.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
Pass to Dumars. Goes up on the wing. Again, the net score. Celtics trail by 9. Washington outside. And here is Kuminga. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Carr. Carr's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 9.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Here's Chaney, covered by Jordan. Chaney, good. Chaney's got 6 points. Brooklyn leading by 6. Jordan with it. 9 points in the game. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over White. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. Nice job. Fans, let's hear it for our contestant. Well done.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Boston Celtics.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Well, right now for Boston, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in that first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brooklyn leading by 6. And it's Olajuwon in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Pippen. Now here's Jordan. Blocked! And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Five to shoot. Here's Pippen. It's hauled in by White. Celtics trail by 6. And here's Washington. Pass to Chaney. And here's White. There's the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Four on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Chaney can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. He takes it in. And the layup is good. Jordan's got 11 points.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Here's Chaney, covered by Jordan, and rejected. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Now here's White. Pass to Moody. It's picked off. Pippen with it. Now guarded by Moody. Up top, Pippen. Shoots over White. Pippen, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Chaney. For 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Stockton, pass to Olajuwon. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Olajuwon's gotten his second bucket of the game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. White with a screen on Jordan.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's White. 5 on the clock. Up top, Moody. To stop the drought.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Pass to Carr. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Shot from the wing. Rebound Boston. Kuminga's got 4 rebounds now. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Chaney, the pass to Washington. Inside. It's tipped. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Back to Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pippen's got 5 now. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
And Boston calls time here. Gordon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Number one, the Nets.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Outside Moody. Shot to stop the run. Davidson's shot is good.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nets leading by 12. Pass to Jordan. Here's Stockton. Gordon on the wing. Here's Stockton. He's got 5. Now here's Jordan. 4 on the clock. Shot blocked. Washington outside. From about 16, Gordon pulls it in.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Jordan. 13 points in the game. Here's Olajuwon. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Olajuwon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And it's Davidson missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Puts up a 3, knocks it down from distance. Stockton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Washington passes to Davidson. Pass to Washington. Here's the pick. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Boston.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Pippen outside. And here's Gordon. Stockton, pass to Olajuwon. And Washington over to help. From deep, Jordan. And the Nets, another 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Boston calls time here.
Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team hype. Get on your feet. Get loud. Here they are. Team hype.
Boston ends up going with a new group. Pass to Cheney. Here's Parks. Shot clock at 6. They can't stop the run with that one.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Outside Bull. Over Johnson. Bull, no good. Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Parks. Here's Cheney. He shoots. Again, the miss by Boston.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And that one's good. Dumars.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
To the inside, to the middle. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Humphries. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Johnson, and it's Gilliard in at the 3. Pass to Cheney. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's Dumars. Bold. Pass to Mullen. Here's Stockton. The teardrop. Dumars misses. Celtics trail by 19. Here's Cheney. Pass to Gilliard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Cheney. Bull covering. Puts it up from 17. And Boston again with the bucket.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Dumars. Here's Carr. Over to the wing. Dumars passes to Bull. And it's Gilliard with a rebound.
Boy, another miss, but you have to say to his teammates, great job. They have picked him up all evening long.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Dumars. Here's Stockton. And no good. The dry spell continues. Celtics trail by 15. Pass to Parks. Here's Cheney. There's a screen by Johnson. Here's Gilliard. Here's Parks. On target from range.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. From the arc. Stockton's shot is off.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
There's a screen by Johnson. And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Brooklyn Nets.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Nets leading by 10. Pass to Jordan. Here's Carr. Shoots over Kuminga. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Here's Chaney. This one for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Now here's Jordan. Defense right on him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That'll be a second foul of the game.
15. Now checking in for Brooklyn, number 20, Joe Dumars.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan, pass to Humphries. Connects from downtown. And the Nets lead by 10.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Outside Kuminga. Here's Chaney. Down low. Here's White. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Humphries. Here's Dumars. Now here's Jordan. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jordan's got 9 points now in the second half. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Chaney. Pass to White. There's the 3. The shot comes out. Here's Humphries. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Dumars. Now Jordan. Lets it fly from 18. Yes, it's good.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Boston on offense. They're on a 17-7 run. Moody! Oh, off target from downtown. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yes, sir!
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Shooting one. First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
The free throw off from White. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his third foul so far. 22 is their biggest lead. Bucket!
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Washington outside. Outside Moody. From downtown. Oh, the shot is off. Nets leading by 14. Jordan with it. A minute 29 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 4 to shoot. And he nails it.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Tries it from 16. Tipped away. Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Humphries. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Brooklyn.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Parks. And it's blocked. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 16-4 run. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Humphries can't hit. Here's Gilliard. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. And time to present our player of the game.